We're here at Andrew Jackson's home, President Andrew Jackson, the Hermitage.
Or the grid seekers.
And the driveway is the shape of a guitar. Oh, there's a cemetery over there. So you know we have to go see that. Wow, look at those front doors.
What's really funny is I think arguing the show, like both sides. The second half of it was just
What
The trough is
the gutted tree is.
for.
I know this is a smokehouse, but I can't imagine building a fire in it.
No, it would have burned it up.
In Andrew Jackson's time, pork was the staple meat in the diet of most households, rich or poor. A herd of about 300 hogs ran nearly wild over the Hermitage farm. They foraged for acorns and other food in the woods that covered much of the farm and got little in the way of pampering. No farm animal is a more efficient source of meat, because as pig farmers have never tired of saying, you can use everything but the squeal. Even the melted fat made lard, and the hair made a good strengthener for plaster. Late fall butchering and smoking produced some 25,000 pounds of cured pork every year to feed the Jackson family, their guests, and about 140 slaves. Before refrigeration, salt curing was the only way to prevent meat from spoiling. After slaughter, workers buried the hams, side meats, and shoulders in salt in the wooden troughs you see here. Some cuts were pickled in brine and stored in kegs. In the spring, when they were thoroughly salt cured, the big pieces were hoisted to the
Alright, so we finished the inside. Just so you know, you can't take pictures or video from the inside. So, I wonder what this room was. Or was this the kitchen? This was the kitchen. So now we'll show a little bit of the outside.
I'll go check out the cabin.
Wires attached the bells on the back porch to pools in several rooms of the mansion to summon slaves. I don't know where they are up there, but also talks about why such an elaborate porch on the back side of the mansion. I'm thinking it may have been so that they could keep a watchful eye on the plantation. Alfred's question. In 1848, Andrew Jackson Jr. hired Roloff Brinkerhoff to tutor his 2 sons and his wife's nephews. As they walked the grounds one evening, Brinkerhoff encountered a gloomy Alfred. Alfred said to him, "You white folks have easy times, don't you?" Brinkerhoff countered by pointing out the benefits of Alfred's situation, such as a kind master and a pleasant home. He even told Alfred that freedom had its burdens as well as slavery. At this, Alfred looked up at Brinkerhoff and asked, "How would you like to be a slave?" Brinkerhoff had no answer. As Jackson lay dying on June 8, 1845, his family gathered around his bed, and the enslaved stood on the front porch with the large windows open to hear his last words. Jackson talked about God and then assured the group that, "I got but a short time before you, and I want to meet you all in heaven, both white and black." As everyone sobbed, he confirmed his words and his paternalism. "Oh, do not cry. Be good children, and we will all meet in heaven." Notice that 2 natural free-flowing springs made the Hermitage a fine site for a farm, even without a coveted riverside location. This Gravely Spring provided abundant water for the Jacksons' simple log farmhouse and later the brick mansion. Jackson had the limestone spring house built to shelter this precious fresh water supply in 1821. At the same time, the first version of the mansion was finished. The cabin by the spring. Today, the cabin by the spring is closed for a private function, not open to the public. The first Hermitage. These log buildings tell a remarkable American story unlike any other. From 1804 to 1821, as a 2-story farmhouse and kitchen outbuilding, the first Hermitage housed the future United States President Andrew Jackson and his family. Yep. Andrew Jackson and the War of 1812. These were excavated by the kitchen.
That's what yours are.
Dad, don't go in that cabin. There's okay, this one.
There was a wasp in the other one.
Look at that. Is that just to hold it up because it's got a missing spot? I'm guessing.
Yes.
What are those? Those little white balls. Toys and games. That's what I figured. Clothing items found include a stamped brass garter buckle found in the farmhouse and a brass watch fob or charm. Huh. Look at that, isn't it a beautiful layout though? The deer. I want to walk down here right quick. This looks really pretty. Field Quarter Trail. Once the home of at least 80 enslaved African Americans. Interpretive signs will help you to see what life was like for this part of the Hermitage plantation community. Yeah, you could seriously come and just spend the whole day walking around and getting exercise and seeing historical stuff along the way. The north cabin was a one-story log dwelling with a corner stair leading to a loft. It also had opposing doors and windows on its east and west facades and exterior weatherboards. It was built before 1865, but the exact year of its construction is a mystery. It remained here until 1988 when it was torn down because of instability.
Their first Samuel, who's the youngest, he was, both him and his brother were part of the better gun. But he would have worked with Pastor in that.
I wonder if that's where the cemetery is. I think it is. Daughter of Rachel Jackson and Dr. John N. Lawrence. Daughter of Andrew Jackson Jr. And this is the tomb of Andrew Jackson. 1767 to 1845. Sarah York Jackson, wife of Andrew Jackson. I didn't see Rachel's. Huh? Oh, might be. A being so gentle and yet so virtuous, Rachel and Andrew's tomb. Yep. The exact cause of Rachel's death is not known, but evidence points to heart failure. After Rachel died, Jackson hired Louisa Catherine Strobel to paint this miniature of her. Jackson carried it with him all the time. So they both lie right there together. This is Uncle Alfred's grave. Does that say 98 years old? Wow. Yep. Faithful servant of Andrew Jackson. Oh, the Carriage Drive. Shortly after Andrew Jackson retired to the Hermitage, he had this guitar-shaped driveway laid out. Made it easier to maneuver carriages in this narrow space. Jackson supervised the planting of the eastern red cedars, a native Tennessee tree, that line the drive and the fences of the narrow yard. Many have died from disease and storm damage, so only a few of the original trees remain. Andrew Jackson's visitors entered the Carriage Drive through these gates located where the drive meets Rachel's Lane. A tornado that struck the Hermitage on April 16, 1998, devastated the cedars on the Carriage Drive.
The war is nearly over. More than 2 years of hard fighting has taken its toll, leaving both Great Britain and the United States beaten, bloodied, and eager to bring hostilities to an end. But there is one more battle left to fight. Andrew Jackson's defense of New Orleans against the British proved to be one of the most pivotal engagements in the War of 1812. But what really happened on the battlefield? How did Jackson withstand an overwhelming British assault with so few men and supplies?
Take a step back, look around. I'm going round in circles with my feet. see, it's a good day to begin. Hey, let's sail away. Let's pretend we're born again. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, let's fly away. See the sunrise every day. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's a good day to begin. Take a step back, look around. Breathe in the air, let down your hair. Just listen to the sounds. Think about where we have been, the joy we shared with friends who care, and all the things we've seen. Hey, let's sail away. Let's pretend we're born again. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, let's fly away. See the sunrise every day. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's a good day to begin.